everyone, welcome to our Team Impact call for the week. I'm Lauren Knight. We've got Annie Reed on here as well. And tonight I'm going to be sharing a little training call from my upline coach, Lisa Keeler. Oh, Mohager, my bad. I always trip over that. She was Lisa Keeler when I met her, and she is the one that introduced me to Beachbody, and I asked her to be a guest speaker for us tonight so that you could hear from the person that brought me into the business and kind of a little bit about her journey and what she's currently doing. She's been a coach longer than I have now, so I think she says almost 7 years, and I believe she's a lifetime 11-star diamond and also million dollar earner. And her and her husband Paj live in Atlanta, or the Atlanta area now. So I did meet her when I lived in Illinois. That's how we got connected. She's going to talk a little bit about that in the video. She could not be on the call tonight. I think she also has a team call tonight. So she recorded a video for us earlier today for me to share with you guys tonight. So she won't be able to take any questions on the call, but I would be happy to answer any questions you have about the material she's presenting. And she's talking about planning for success. And when I spoke to her this week, I specifically asked her, because I know that she's been in this business longer than I have. And as we all, and Annie would testify as well, you hit some peaks and valleys in your business and sometimes plateaus. And she also has experienced that as well, been very successful financially, continuing on, but as far as achieving and hitting elite and hitting some of the big markers maybe early in her business and then plateauing, I asked her to kind of talk about how she got restarted and what she's doing now to refocus and to keep her business moving after 7 years still doing this. So she's shared some good stuff tonight, and I want to show you guys what that's all about. So I'm going to screen share for a moment and make sure that this is good to go. Annie, if you want to let me know if you can hear and see everything okay. Let's try this.
Hey, what's up, Team Impact?
Hold on. Why don't I see it?
My name is Lisa Mohager, and
do you see her video?
No,
that's my Facebook. Hold on. Maybe I can't. Hold on. Let me try to get that one here. There we go. Okay. And how's that?
Hey, what's up, Team Impact? My name is Lisa Mohager, and Lauren asked me to be a guest speaker on your weekly call. And, I was thinking about this call and exactly what I wanted to talk about. And I love to share stories, and I love for people to know where people started in the business and how people are connected. And in case you guys aren't familiar with my story, I've actually been coaching for almost 7 years. And I met Lauren about 6.5 years ago, I think. I was actually teaching Turbo Kick at the YMCA in Decatur, Illinois. And Lauren had just had London. She was a new mom, and she started attending my classes. And I can remember the day where I was in the music closet, shutting everything down after class, and Lauren came in, and I gave her a sample of results in recovery, because at the time, it was so long ago, Shakeology had just come out. So that was what I had with me. I wasn't even drinking Shakeology yet, and I gave Lauren a packet. And this was probably in the fall of 2009, something like that. And Lauren and I, kept in touch. She came to classes, and then it was January of 2010 that I had started. I think I called it like Y Extreme. It was like a P90X class at the Y that I taught live. And Lauren had come to the class. She signed up for that program. And I remember her saying that she almost sent my messages to spam and decided to take one more look at me, and she decided to sign up. And, that was a really turning point in my business. Lauren was one of my very first builders in the organization, and so we've gone this journey together, and I'm so blessed to have her on the team, and so blessed to have all of you guys on the team as well. So just a little bit of how Laura and I are connected. And, we all are one big happy family, and we're all here to support and encourage each other. And so I'm really glad to be speaking on Small and to get to know some of you guys hopefully a little bit better through social media if we're not connected yet as well. So I wanted to talk on planning for success. And it's kind of a topic that I just really become passionate about. With my personality style, being organized is something that I really had to train myself, had to really force myself to do. I'd much rather be out there doing the fun things versus being organized and planning. But in this business, you really do have to plan for success. You do have to be organized. So, of course, for me, I just actually use a paper calendar. So I don't even use I don't use my iPhone for calendar. I use a paper calendar where I can open it up and I can see everything and I can schedule out everything. I can schedule out my workouts. I can schedule out, date night with my husband. And, I have my daughter's birthday on there. I scheduled out the whole weekend and everything like that. So you want to schedule out, your power, everything like that. But this call is not about time management. This call is about planning out for success. So for me, this is something that's really new, but it's something that I've been doing since January and have seen real success, real results. And that's why I want to share that with you guys today. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick screen share. I don't have a ton of time, and I'm not going to keep you guys too long either, but I do have a little, just kind of a little calendar that we are going to, we are going to walk through. So fail to plan and plan to fail. We have all heard that, right? And it's so true, whether it's with our diet, whether it's with our workouts, whether it's with our business. So for me, this is kind of what I've been doing since January, consistently. And this is really crazy that I've just now gotten to this point. I mean, I'm an 11-star diamond coach. I am part of the Millionaire Club. And I'm just kind of figuring some things out. So this just goes to show you that this is a whole learning process. Your business is a learning process. And you're not going to know everything. And you're still trying to figure out what works and finding out what clicks for you and what do you want to follow as the CEO of your own business. So for me, I've been doing clean eating groups, challenge groups, business opportunity, and planning for the ultimate goal, right, is to help other people and achieve Success Club. So kind of working backwards through all of that. Sorry, I should have turned my phone off before I started that. Kind of reverse engineering. Okay, I want to help 3 to 5 people at minimum every single month achieve their health and fitness goals, and in return hitting Success Club. Well, how am I going to do that? So I've been putting together this calendar for the team for the last few months, as I mentioned, and I'm really excited about it. So basically, the first part of every single month, I'm promoting a free 5-day clean eating challenge. It can be a plank challenge, it can be, the sit-ups challenge, crunches challenge, it can be walking challenge, whatever you want to do. For me, I just do the free clean eating challenges because they work for me. So I have that planned the second Monday of every month. So you can see the reverse engineering the week before. I'm starting to set everything up. So the following Tuesday, I'm creating an event page for the Clean Eating Group. And in that event page, I'm inviting everyone. I'm inviting everyone to the free Clean Eating Group. And this will be a great way for you to figure out who's interested and who isn't. And a lot of times you'll have people that you've never even spoken to will RSVP to your Clean Eating Group. So, maybe a couple days later, you're going to start private messaging all of your RSVPs to the Clean Eating Group and ask them about their goals. Find out how would they describe their nutrition now? What are they trying to accomplish? Are they currently working out? And you want to request that they go to your site and create a free membership. So on Friday before the Clean Eating Group, I start to add all of these people into the clean eating group. Saturday is the last day to join because you want to set your people up for success. If your clean eating group starts on Monday and you add them on Monday, they didn't have time to get prepared for the challenge. So Saturday is the deadline to get your people in, get them the grocery shopping list, let them have time to meal prep and get ready for Monday. So that second week, I'm hosting my clean eating group. So the goal with the clean eating group is to move them into the next step, which is your challenge group. So for me, I've been hosting a 30-day challenge group the first Monday of every month. And I have to tell you guys, this is something that's kind of new for me. I've not consistently ran challenge groups. So when Lauren and I first started, they didn't have challenge packs. We didn't have challenge groups. So I was kind of a little stickler, and I was like, I don't want to do challenge groups. But I found a way to make it fun, and I found a way to stay consistent with it. And I'm telling you guys that it really does work. So team up with, I'm not sure if Lauren does a challenge group for the team or if you guys do your own, but maybe if you are someone that, maybe you want to do your challenge group, but you're not ready to do it on your own yet, ask another coach on the team, hey, do you guys want to team together and put together a challenge group, whatever. So for me, I'm doing a challenge group for June called Mission Slim Possible. So you always want to come up with something kind of fun, something interesting, something different, where ultimately we're following the same system every month. We're just promoting it as something new, something exciting. So you can see the week of May 9th, I've got the free clean eating group begins. So within that week, I'm going to start dropping hints about my next 30-day challenge group. What are your plans after this free clean eating group? You're planning to move these people into the next phase. So on that Thursday of the second week, I'm going to create an event page for my 30-day challenge group. It doesn't start until June 6th. It doesn't start until the following month. But people have to see this presented 3 to 5 times at least before they make a decision to join. With the Facebook algorithm, we know that some people don't see our posts. So it's going to take an event page. It's going to take you promoting on your personal page. And it's going to take you private messaging people, inviting them into your challenge group. So we're going to start promoting our next challenge group several weeks in advance so that people can see it presented, so that they can make a decision, and so that they can order their products in time. So we are reverse engineering. We're planning out our month and figuring out, okay, my challenge group is going to start the first Monday of June. So I'm going to have to backtrack and really start to promote it on this date. So moving forward to the week ahead, you're following up with your clean eating challengers, asking them how they did, what are their plans to keep this new lifestyle going? Are they interested in joining your next challenge group? So throughout the next 2 weeks, I'm really just focusing on that 30-day challenge group, inviting people into the challenge. Private messaging. I'm sharing transformation pictures, preferably my own. I'm offering an incentive. If it gets down to the nitty-gritty and you don't have a lot of challengers, you haven't hit Success Club yet, maybe you want to offer a Fix8 cookbook or a water bottle or a Pio towel. People get excited over the littlest things, so don't feel like, oh, I have to offer something huge and major to get people interested. Fix8 cookbook goes well because, hello, it's health and nutrition, awesome recipes, and people feel like, oh, when people think they're going to be on a diet, they automatically think, oh, I'm going to have to eat steamed fish and steamed vegetables every day. And that's why we love the 21-day fix and the Fix8, and I don't have to tell you guys that, you already know. So you're posting in your event page throughout the week. You're posting all of these things, transformation pictures, your own personal experience. You're sharing your journey. So we're promoting this 30-day challenge group. planning in advance. And then more towards the end of the month, you're going to start promoting the business. You're looking to bring new people onto your team so that when the first part of the month starts, you can now put these people into your challenge group. Your new coaches are going to go into your June's challenge group. They're going to focus on their own personal results for that 30 days and get those really good results. They're going to be your very best challenger for those 30 days. So this is kind of the calendar that's been working for me. It's something that is helpful for your downline if you have a team as well. And I'll be sure to share this with Lauren so that you guys can start planning out for the month, for the following month, and getting ready for June. And how are you going to start, planning out your month? And you guys, this doesn't happen overnight, but that consistency is really what is key. So doing a clean eating group, running a 30-day challenge group, promoting the business opportunity, whether that's the VIP sneak peek, or I know that Lauren and Annie and a couple of other leaders on the team have done a coffee talk. Whatever that is, promote the business and stay consistent with all of this. It's a system we're leading into, recruiting and adding new people so that they can be a part of that challenge group, so that they can get their best results with the 30-day challenge, so that they can be your very best challenger, so that they're going to have that success story to start promoting in the following month. So I'll make sure that I share this calendar with Lauren as well so that you guys will have it, and just to give you an idea of how I'm running my own calendar and for duplication. So this is just the consistency part that has really worked for me. I think I've mentioned a clean eating group, challenge group, business opportunity, hitting Success Club, and then training your new coaches to fall into this same system of duplication and training them for success as well. So let's see. Let me just come back. I'm still here. So you guys, I hope that was helpful. I think I stayed within my time limit. And if you guys have any questions for me, you know where to find me. I'm on Facebook as well. And I'm here to help. So thank you guys so much for your time. And I hope to see all of you guys at Summit.
Okay. There we go. Well, hopefully that was enlightening for some of you. I appreciated her information. And of course, this is Lisa's system. So she's sharing what's working for her. There are so many things that I liked about it though, and things that if you're a newer coach and you're trying to figure out how to use the tools that even Team Impact is offering you as far as happy hours and prospecting opportunities, and then of course we've got our 10-day training groups, but how do you plug people in as a new coach? The main focus is for you to sponsor coaches, and that's a great idea for you to make your own calendar of what you want your month to look like. And I do want to open it up for some questions. I think some people have written some, and I'll take a look, or Anne, if you want to take a look and let me know what questions there are. Kind of to recap some of the things that she said was, think about how you want to space out your month. You want to hit Success Club by the end. You want to help 3 to 5 people in 1 month. So she's doing something very simple in the beginning of the month, running a free challenge. We've talked about it many times. Clean eating is one you can do. It's super simple. If that's even too difficult, like she said, you can do a crunches challenge, a sit-up challenge, a walking challenge, whatever it is that fits your market, that fits where you are, your fitness journey, the type of thing that you're trying to, or maybe you want to change it up every month and not always do the same thing. But to get people interested in kind of joining what a challenge group feels like without having to commit financially yet. That's the purpose of a free group, is to give them the feeling of being on the team and part of the Beachbody crew without actually having to commit financially, which can be a good and bad thing. Of course, the commitment financially keeps them a little bit more accountable, but it gives them the chance to kind of fall in love with you as a coach. So that's the point of that. And like she said, she has something to invite someone to all month long. She knows at the beginning, it's all about the free challenge. During the middle of the month, while the challenge is going on, she's starting to invite to her next month's challenge. So she knows exactly what she's doing even so much as planning what day she makes the event page. So your work day that day is so simple. You do your core activities and you create your event page. You don't have to think like, oh, I have to do it all in one day. No, plan out your month so you're not overwhelmed. And then she goes ahead, and once she's been inviting people and getting them in her challenge group, she has a business opportunity to invite them to. And I love the idea that your new coaches are going to be those challengers, because you're teaching your new coaches what a challenge is like, because they eventually need to run those, right? And if you had never been in a challenge group or experienced working through a program, it makes coaching a little bit more difficult in the beginning. So hopefully that's something we can give to our new coaches, just like we would to our customers, and treat them the same way, and hopefully they become the best challengers, so they become the best coaches. So all those things were great. It's not revolutionary. I'm sure you've heard it here and there, but seeing it on a calendar like that, I think is really cut dry. You can tell exactly what she's doing and how it's working for her. Does anyone have any questions about what she presented or how to do that?
There's not any questions in the chat. I think most of them just want like a screenshot of her.
I've got the doc. Yeah, I will put it in there. I'll put it on the Facebook page, so it's there.
Yeah, that was
because this will be gone after I close the call.
Yeah.
But yes, that she gave me that, which is great. I wrote a couple other notes here. Just, inviting with a purpose, because we do have great tools for you guys to use with the Impact Council, with all these different calls and stuff, but how to utilize them, I think this would be a very good way to start thinking about your month as a whole, with the goal of being Success Club, the tools that you have every single week, how to use them, and how to plug people into them. So if you have people in a clean eating challenge, those are the people that you would want to invite the next week to listen to that happy hour, or to listen to the new coach or the prospect call. And then you've got your new coach GSR as well every week for your new coaches. But that way, not just randomly like, oh, who am I going to invite this week? Because you've already been talking to them about your free clean eating challenge, or maybe they're already in your group for next month and you'd like to get them involved in the business as well. So just thinking ahead and planning out for success. I think it's great tips.
I think there was one question, kind of a question. Like I think she thought maybe free groups were frowned upon, is what I'm gathering from what she said. And I think free groups are great, but I think it's having, like Lisa showed you the steps, having a plan in mind that you're going to convert those free group people to challengers, to coaches. You're not just running a free group every single month and not doing anything with those people to convert them to something else.
Yeah, we saw a lot when we talked about free groups last year, maybe it was 2 years ago, and we rolled those out. It's like it took a lot of pressure off of you as a coach, like, oh, I don't have to sell anything now. Great. I don't have to worry about that. But then we're like, oh no, now everybody's running free groups and nobody is actually talking about Shakeology or the products, because you can just run a free group. You don't have to be a coach to run a free group, but we want you guys to actually get the Beachbody products in people's hands eventually, because think about your own journey. If you hadn't actually purchased a program and a challenge pack, you wouldn't be where you are today. And a free group is going to do the same thing for your customers. They may get some results up front, but they're not going to get the long-term or the huge results that they want. And then you become frustrated because you spin your wheels spending all this time in free groups and never getting a sale, because you're not asking for a sale. You're not asking for them to commit further. So that's all we meant by that. Exactly. Free groups are not bad as long as they're a tool to feed your challenge group. And I think that doing a clean eating challenge and then maybe mixing it up and doing a fitness challenge, or doing a, like she said, a crunch challenge or a plank challenge or something fun, so it's not the same thing every month. You have something different to invite to, and it might change it up for you too, so it's not always getting repetitive for you as well.
Right. And I think when you do free groups, like, operate in what your strength is or what you like to do, versus trying to do like, I'm not a recipe person. So when I run a clean eating group and it's all recipes, they're not my own recipes. Like, I'm going to be honest, I don't like those groups. They're not enjoyable for me because they're not mine, and I don't do that. So I did like a cardio haters club like 2 weeks ago, a free group, and we did just free strength training workouts. I loved it because I love to strength train and I love teaching women how to lift, just like basic moves. So do what you like to do. If you love recipes or you love cooking or you love teaching people about nutrition, you know, do what you're good at. Don't feel like you have to do an eating clean group because that's what everybody else is doing.
Awesome. Well, cool. I feel like that was short and sweet, to the point. Got some good stuff out there. If there's no questions about anything, that's pretty much all we have to work off tonight. I was looking through the text. I don't think there's any questions. So
I think
awesome.
there's more.
Thanks.
Is it more often that coaches run challenge groups alone or with other coaches?
Oh, well, it's up to you. I run challenge groups alone. I don't often do them with other coaches, and I haven't in the past. But there's nothing wrong with doing that if you feel more comfortable or makes you more excited to run it with someone. Annie and I have kind of tried to team up lately to do this pretty fit thing because we felt like it might bring some extra energy to the group to have a couple coaches in there. And we have a similar style and attitude when it comes to fitness these days. So we were thinking that would be fun. I think it's great to team up. For the majority of my business, I didn't because I was working at my pace and I was going hard, and I just didn't have a lot of people that wanted to do that with me. The amount of people I was bringing into my challenge group, I wanted to keep it to 12 or 15. I couldn't have 30 people in there because it doesn't have the same feeling sometimes. If you have too many people in a challenge group, people get lost. So that was one reason why I did it on my own, is I was getting 8, 10, 12 girls a month in my challenge group, and I needed that to stay at that size. But yeah, if you want to team up so you have 6 or 8 people, that's great. Cool. All right. Any other questions? You guys can unmute yourselves and ask a question too if you want.
Hey, KP here. I think, but the sapphire in me, I don't know what distracted me, but something did. Did she say on the thing that she was creating an event page and just inviting everybody?
I think when she said everybody, she just meant those were the invites she was sending out at that time. I don't think
that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check. I was like, did she mean everybody, or like?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Inclusive everybody.
I've never had a random placed in an event from her, so I don't think she's inviting her entire friend list. I think that she is just saying that that's what she's inviting to that week. She's inviting everyone that she can think of or she knows that she's contacting to that. So
okay, that's what I thought, but I just wanted to clarify for anyone who maybe
wasn't. She knows better than that, and I know it sounds that she said that, but yeah, don't mass invite what's the group, the lashes or whatever. I get put in those groups where all of a sudden I'm in 15 different groups. Don't do that to people, and that's a group anyways, I believe. So the event is a little bit different. But yeah, good question. Okay, cool. Well, you guys, thanks for jumping on tonight. We'll have the recording posted up later tonight or tomorrow morning, and you guys can share it with your downlines who went on. They could see what this is all about. And I will also have the calendar, the actual file that she gave me, so you guys can take a look at that and change it and make it what you want it to be. So have a good night, everyone. Thanks for hopping on.